right, draining your primary 5/8 socket right on this bolt right here. Get it started, get your drain pan in place. Let it drain. Full quart. The drain plug has a magnet, so you want to clean off all that crud. Once it's clean with a new O-ring, reinstall. Garbage oil. Oil, 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 oil. 1/2 inch 9/16. Next, you can remove your derby cover. Loosen each bit before you take it out. That way it has even pressure. Gently finesse it out. Whoa! Gently, I guess. We're going to remove this spring and the nut that's attached to it. Well, the spring came out. Gently pry the nut out. Adjustment nut, just clean it up, make sure there's no oil. It only goes on one way because of the grooves. Alright, so here's how we adjust the primary. You're going to take your flathead screwdriver, put it into the screw hole. You'll notice it goes both right and left. To the right it'll loosen, to the left tightens. You're basically compressing the plate clip. What you want to do is turn to the left until you find contact. Now you can turn this pretty far and I'm afraid you're going to damage something. So once you feel that contact, which is right about here, you're then going to back it off a 1/4 turn, which will put me right around 12 o'clock. Take your screw, it only goes on one way, and you're all set. You can put your derby cover on and fill it up with fluid. Your derby cover has a little notch, make sure you line that up properly. You're going to tighten your bolts in a star pattern, 90 to 120 inch-pounds a piece, not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. All right, good. 5/32 Allen key for your fill port. You have a little O-ring here, we'll replace that. Rubber seal. Fill our oil into this port here. Gear oil for the Sportster from Maxima, 12 bucks on Amazon, free shipping. 1 full quart. You can also check your transmission chain tension through this oil fill here. Now I notice mine's really tight. I think I have to loosen it up just a little bit. That way the chain isn't going to bind up. Alright, to loosen that chain you need a 1/4 inch Allen and a 7/8 wrench. Break. Come on. Break it. Alright, what you're doing is you're holding the nut in place and tightening with your Allen key. As I tighten my Allen key, the chain goes up and down. You want to make sure you keep the bolt in place, that way you're tight. New O-rings, 5/32. Don't have to over tighten these. You won't be able to take them off again. I'm also going to lube my clutch cable. You have to remove the slip clip here off this bolt, pull it straight up. They connect. Don't lose these. And there you go. Cable's out. Take this piece out and you can lube. I'm using a chain and cable lube. I'm going to spray it right down the neck of this. Clean up everything, get all the excess lube off. Clean. Reassemble. Now we need to adjust the Freeplay in the clutch. Now this is obviously way too much. The clutch won't even work. But we want to have it roughly around 1/8 of an inch. You don't want it right up against the side. It should be right about there. And we'll have to tighten up the bolts on the side. As I tighten this nut, the clutch handle is going to retract and come in and out. So right now I'm screwing in and you can see it just bottomed it out. I would say probably right in there, but we can always adjust it later. So that will be where we want to tighten up now. So with that in place, we'll bring down our lock nut. We're going to want to keep this adjuster nut in place. Hold it right there. There we go. Just tight like that. Don't be afraid to spray some lube up in here to make this a little easier. Perfect. All set. Adjust when needed.